to join the cast of Carmen. I never sung a single song before. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference.
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We have a couple of confident teams coming into today's game. Both walked off the field with victories last time out. It's the Dolphins going up against the Chiefs. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And a very capable offensive unit here. One of the headliners, Jordan Cameron.
He's listed as a tight end, but he's at his best when he flexes away from the line of scrimmage and runs routes like a receiver.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Ronald Darby's selection makes a general manager look good. A terrific ball hawk who is eager to tackle in the run game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's the tight end, Cameron. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it's 1st down, Miami.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. and that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here. And, right away, he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now it's Ajayi. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. And his kick is right through. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-pointer
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. He'll take it at the 42. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Allen has it left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Fresh set of downs here.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Demetrius Harris, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Caught Heifert over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
To the air again. Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Gurley. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Here we go.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. 3rd down and 8 now.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And caught by Cameron right side. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Dolphins are going to get a 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. His tight end, Jordan Cameron, the intended target. And it's 4th and 4.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Back to throw again. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. The big fella. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
After the interception, here's Goff. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down.
All right, now look at 56. Let's go. 56. Here we go now.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up. And out come the Chiefs now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Gone. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that will make this now a 19-point advantage. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Set. Green, 39.
They'll throw now on the final play. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now Goff on first down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Goff throwing again. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw on second down is gone. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Devontae Parker is the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Back to throw. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in tech.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Carry now for Gurley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Green, 39. Green.
3rd and long. It's gone. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So now here come the Dolphins. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Haoli Kikaha in there to get him for a loss of 5. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. To throw is Goff. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. That'll bring up second down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
On play action, they'll throw. Surveying the field. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D. Ford. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Here we go!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he finds Stills complete. And he's brought down after a good game. 26 yards on the play there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on fourth and long. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, certainly not often that we see an offensive team kind of breathe a sigh of relief when a ball is tipped and falls incomplete. But when you've thrown 4 interceptions in the game, that actually counts as not progress, but counts as something good because it didn't go against your team, and now he gets a chance to make another throw.
Back to throw now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go!
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. For the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Red zone opportunity. Goff going to throw it. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Second and 10. Goff again. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll bang that one through. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because...
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I can hear the sigh of relief all the way up here. A dangerous throw, backed up in their own territory and throwing an out route, and it got jumped, and they were fortunate it was only batted down and not intercepted.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away, and it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Throwing now, Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they'll indeed take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
They'll come up with split backs in the backfield. Oh, he fakes a spike. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Can we go back to the days where if you tapped your wrist as a quarterback, that just meant you're going to spike the ball, not fake spike it and try and get something downfield? They just tried it there, and it wasn't successful, but I know what you're thinking, right?
Dan Marino, Jets, 90s.
Yeah, without a doubt. His Dolphins got over on him. They faked the spike play, thought they were going to stop the clock, end up throwing a nice pass for a touchdown, I believe.
That's pulled in at the 32. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided.